Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to today's coffee chat. Well, you can tell that spring is arriving. There's a little bit of lawnmower action going on outside, but I still wanted to connect with you today. Hey, that's, one of the side effects, one of the downsides, I guess, of filming YouTube videos here living in the Garden City. But anyways, what I have on my mind today is cravings. Food cravings, feeling out of control with your food cravings, feeling like your food cravings are controlling you. I have so many clients ask me about that, and I have a lot of success working with clients to let those cravings just float on away. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. But before I get into that, if you're coming back to my video here, back to my channel, welcome back. It's great to see you again. If you're new here, welcome. I encourage you to click the subscribe button and the little notification bell, because what we do here is have casual chats over a cup of coffee to provide you with everything you need to create healthy eating habits that actually stick. I use my 24 years of nutrition experience to get into the science of nutrition, the psychology of why we make the food choices we do, as well as hack the behavior change so that you create habits that actually stick. So go ahead and click the subscribe button and the little notification bell so that you can reap the benefits of my 24 years of experience. Okay, food cravings. I get so many questions around this, and really oftentimes people come to me and they're saying, oh, I need to get control of my cravings. They are out of control. I need more willpower. I need portion control. Here's the thing. You do need to get control of your cravings. However, portion control and willpower, not usually the answers. And so today is going to be the first in a series of getting to the root cause of your cravings so that they just dissipate. They go away. You're not trying to white knuckle it through a craving anymore, but they just float off. So each month I'm going to be sharing with you one of those root causes for cravings and how to take change so that your food cravings just disappear. So today we're going into one of the root causes for cravings, what I call Pavlovian cravings. You remember Pavlov, you probably learned about it somewhere in pop culture or maybe like a psychology 101 class. Pavlov had the dogs that he rang the bell and fed them. Rang the bell, fed them, rang the bell, fed them. And guess what? The dogs learned, their bodies created this automatic response then that when they rang the bell, they salivated. So that's why I call these Pavlovian cravings. Basically, it's when your body has learned an association of eating with another situation. There's a behavior that happens, a situation that happens, and your body automatically learns that that's when we eat. For example, perhaps at the end of every day, you collapse into the same spot on the couch, turn on the Netflix, and you munch on something. Guess what? Your body learns that association. So even if you've just had dinner, you're not actually hungry. When you sit down in that same spot at the end of the day and you turn on the Netflix, you're going to have the munchies. You're going to want to munch on something. Those cravings are going to kick up because your body's smart and you've learned that association. Another one that I often see. Oh, exhausted, busy mamas finally put the kids to bed and they collapse at the kitchen table. They crack open some cookies or some chocolate and they start scrolling through the social media. Eating the sweets, social media. Yeah, that might sound a little true there. Or perhaps it's more of a meeting situation, a work situation. Every week, 10 a.m., you have that certain meeting that happens every week, and they always serve the big box store muffins. And there you are, finding yourself eating the big box store muffin. And you're like, these aren't even good muffins. Why the heck am I eating this? But you find yourself doing that every week. Yeah, even I found myself falling prey to this. It was when I was going through my divorce. Not recent. My divorce isn't recent, but the divorce was recent. I was going through it, and I had a meeting once a week that I would walk to. And when I walked back, I started stopping off at this one little store and getting a tub of ice cream. and I would sit there and eat my gourmet ice cream when I got home. And so, yeah, every week I started doing that. Stop walking by from the same meeting, the same way, going into the same store, getting that tub of ice cream and eating it when I got home. So I became the proverbial, like, going through the breakup gal, sitting on the couch, crying, eating the ice cream. I mean, I couldn't even believe that I'd become that stereotype, but yet that's what I'd become. And so here's how you stop that. What is the easiest way to stop that is to stop the behavior that your body has created that association with. That's the easiest way. So, for example, instead of collapsing in the same spot on the couch and turning on the Netflix, instead maybe you go to bed early and you read a book in bed. Here's the thing. Don't bring food into bed. You don't want to start the association with food, but you want to change that behavior. For those exhausted mamas, maybe instead of, sitting in front of the table and scrolling on the social media, maybe you call a friend. What you're looking for is that social connection, right? So maybe you call a friend and you pour yourself a cup of herbal tea. Or perhaps you pour a bath and play some music. And again, don't bring food into the bathtub. We don't want to create that association. For the meeting, maybe the person who brings the muffins always, maybe you just pull them aside one day and ask, hey, maybe we ask people, do we really want these muffins? Maybe we want some fruit. Because chances are there's probably other people in that meeting who aren't really crazy about all those highly processed carbs that you're eating anyways. So they might thank you for stopping this ordering of the muffins every single week. For myself, what I did is I still walked home from that meeting once a week, but I started taking a new route. I took a new route home from that meeting, and so then I wasn't going by that store, so then I wasn't having that stimulus that then caused me to buy the ice cream. And when I walked home, I didn't want the ice cream then. I didn't miss it. But I knew I needed to change the route because if I was walking by that store, it would be hard to not go in. But when I didn't go in, I didn't miss it. So that's the real key. If you look at your life and you realize, oh, one of these cravings I'm having is because I've created this learned association. It's going to be harder to continue that behavior, that association, and untease the eating from it. That's the more difficult approach. So if there is any way to have a possibility where you can change up the behavior, then you won't have that stimulus to cause that effect. The bell isn't ringing, so then the dog's mouths aren't watering. That's the trick to stopping and just, letting those cravings disappear. The easy way, identifying that root cause. So if you like today's video, please let me know. Send me a little thumbs up buttons below. And yeah, take a little peek at your life. Do you see a craving that's being created by a Pavlovian effect? If so, share that in the comment section below. It'd be great to hear some different examples to help others who are watching this video come up with and see that perhaps happening in their lives. Have a great week, and I'll see you back here next Thursday morning.